Hello there, morons. It's Victor, King of the Morons, and Baby Godzilla. And I just got him to sleep. I just made a 13-minute video to you guys, but it was too wordy. It was too wordy. Let me tell you why I'm here. The main purpose here is to talk a little bit about the last video, but also to tell you about a new YouTuber. One of the things, remember, I do on this channel is shout out new YouTubers, people who I think, you know, they're starting out and they could use a bigger audience. People don't really shout me out too much, though. But that isn't, you know, that's not why you do things, right? I do things because I want to. So this new guy, his name is Amadofu, and he's a very attractive, thin. I would say my first appearance is metrosexual. I don't really have any idea about his sexuality, but you want him? You want the baby? Yeah. Okay. Just a minute. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Okay. There you go. I'm putting myself now. I'm good at this. I'm good at making that baby go to sleep. Okay, good. Oh man, I've had a terrible last few hours, man. Look, I'm sweating. It's getting hot now. Oh, it's gonna be sweating and hot. Oh my god. I spilled. Look, I had this glass full of water, and I spilled it all over the ground. My God. And, you know, of course, when that happens, there's no towels anywhere. Like running down the stairs. Anyway, that's done. Okay, so this new guy, Amadofu, he looks pretty cool, and I've seen one of his videos. It's called "What Would You Do?" And this is the video. It's kind of a video response too, and it's also telling you two things. I think he's interesting. Also, the person who I don't remember who someone sent me the video, and they thought it was worth a video response. But one of the comments I saw in the video is from a young woman named Wikipedia, who I really like her comments. She's a very, very intelligent woman. So I figure if she likes him, then he's definitely worth watching. Her name is Wikipedia, and if you don't know her, look for the comments in the video that's linked in the description and check her out as well. She's also definitely worth a look. Anyway, this guy's been making videos for about 3 months now. I don't know anything really about him except one video, and he's only got 234 subscribers. So let's you know, check him out. If you think he's interesting, give him a sub. Anyway, the video response. He makes a video about being on the subway, on the train, and about how some old man fell on him, and you know, nobody helped. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. And then he went to his classroom. He teaches adults like I do, and he talked to his adults. You know, of course, you know, things that happen in our daily life become fodder or material for the classroom. And he said that a lot of his students said said things like, not all of them, but anyway, you watch the video. He said some of the students said something like "kimochiwarei," which is, oh, gross, disgusting. I don't want to touch an old man. And someone said, well, if it's a young woman, you know, a woman, I would help. You know, but if it's dirty old man, you know, like a homeless guy kind of thing, that's gross. I don't want to touch him. Men are gross, right? Old men are gross, which is true. Old men are gross. And I was thinking about this, and you know, some people claim I'm a Japan apologist, and so what's that? Is that the right expression? Japan apologist. And other people claim I'm a Japan hater. So you figure out which one. But I was thinking about that. I just try to be fair. I just try to look at the situation and see, is it true? Is it really only Japan? I saw a comment on Twitter today in a response to Hiko Simon's tweet, which was just showing how like 27% of all thefts in Japan are bike related, and someone tweeted, it's interesting that even in theft, Japanese are non-confrontational or something. I didn't really get that. Like, isn't all theft like non-confrontational? Wouldn't you rather steal something that, you know, without confronting someone instead of gunpoint? I think most theft is non-confrontational. Hear the baby crying. Anyway, back to this guy. So he says he was on the subway. An old man fell on him. He helped the old man, and no one would help him, really, or they were very slow to help anyway. And he talked about how this was. He thought, is this Japan? Is this the way Japan is? And you'll remember about a year or so ago, that Canada Gen 3 made a video saying that you shouldn't interfere when you see things in Japan because it's not the Japanese way, which I called bullshit, Alan, because you know, you guys know me. You guys know I'm there. I'm sticking my nose where it does or doesn't belong. It's up for debate. But if someone looks like they need help, I help. I've picked up people who've had car accidents or bicycle accidents, and not just Japan, but in the States too. I pulled a guy out of a car in LA once when the car flipped over, and I was on vacation, and Anyway, the point is I'll do it anywhere. It doesn't matter where. I've helped people in many places. Peru, LA, and of course Japan, because I've been here the longest. Anyway, the point is I interfere, and I'm still around. It's never really hurt me interfering. Wife beaters, people in car accidents, bicycle accidents, things like that. So here's the thing. You guys know the expression that if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Like the next day after I watched the video, the next day I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, you know what? It just dawned on me. Maybe no one helped the old man because he was there. How would he know if other Japanese would actually jump in and help the guy if he wasn't there to observe it? Right? Maybe the fact that his presence alone and the fact that he was kind of already interfering kept other Japanese people from, dealing with him. I had a bike accident once. This is the stupidest bike accident, very minor one. I had new brakes put on my motorcycle. I'd only had the bike, I guess. Well, I guess it was the first time I changed the brakes, so I hadn't had the bike that long, maybe a couple of years. But I put in the new brakes, and when I'm out the first day, I'm out there on the bike, and I squeeze the brakes a little bit too hard, and I flip on the front tire locks, and I flip in the middle of the traffic in Sakai. And two Japanese guys run over and pick me up and drag me over to the side. Right? They helped me up with my bike. Not pick me up. I wasn't that badly hurt, but I was, I fell on the ground. And one helped me up, and one got my bike and helped me. And they didn't know that I was a foreigner. Right? I was a guy with a motorcycle helmet, so they couldn't tell I was a foreigner, and they helped me. I took off my helmet, and they started trying to speak English to me, which was really annoying, because I'm like, dude, now you want to speak English now? Obviously, because I was speaking Japanese with them the whole time until they took off my helmet, and they realized I was a gaijin. But anyway, that's the point. So, and I'll argue that Japanese are no different from any people in that, of course, they'd rather help women, young damsels in distress, rather than old men. Of course, nobody wants to touch an old, guy. Who knows where that old guy's been? Old people are kind of stinky, right? I mean, come on. That's just. I mean, it's not good. It's not right. But that's the way people are. You shouldn't be surprised at that. But he said some of his students were like, "Oh, I can't believe it," and he felt like they reassured him that humanity wasn't so bad. But, dude, Go around the world. I would argue that people are the same everywhere. So, anyway, but it's an interesting video regardless. Even though I kind of disagree that it's anything special in Japan. Yeah, I guess I will say that maybe they're a little slower to jump in, but no, it really depends on the person. I saw a guy. I was in a Denny's once on the second floor of a building, and I was looking down onto the street, and this old man sat down on the corner and just fell over. And I stood up like, oh my god, that guy just fell over. And I stood up, I was going to run down, but before I could get like 3 steps, some Japanese had already jumped in and helped the old guy up. So anyway, all this discussion is kind of silly. It's all subjective. We have no idea. It's not an objective study at all. It's not scientific at all. Anyway, that's the one thing I wanted to tell you about. So a little drama now. Let's put that aside. So, ending note: Amadofu, interesting vlogger, new guy, 3 months in, 234 subscribers. Go check him out if you like him. Sub to him. Okay. Regarding my last video, which was like this, unedited, and just throwing up because I wanted to talk to you guys. I mean, remember this channel was built, was made just for me to let off steam, to vent, to rant. So when people tell me, don't do this, and you have a responsibility to make Japanese related videos, I'm sorry, with all due respect, fuck you. I'm not, this channel is my channel. I'll do whatever the hell I want. And with all due respect, I mean, you might say, oh, Victor, you cursed at me. Listen, when you tell someone else to do something, that's rude. That is rude. Don't tell me how to run my channel. I've been doing this for years, guys, since 2005, okay? Almost, yeah, it'll be 10 years this year. I know how to make a video. I know how to deal with trolls and things. You don't have to tell me, Victor, don't feed the troll. No, I'll do whatever I want. If I want to make a video about some troll, I'll make a video about a troll. I think it's silly, that unwritten rule that, oh, don't feed the trolls. You can't, if you talk about them, they win. No, they don't. Because you guys are watching, and we can all sympathize with each other at how dumb and mean other people are. right? Like this one guy who has a French name in my last video. He watches almost every single video, right? And leaves a comment, okay? And the guy's mean every time. And he has a, what's his name? Hannibal Lecter face, you know, for an icon, which I guess he thinks is clever, but he's got none of the wit, none of the class of the Hannibal Lecter, right? So I finally got sick of him. I blocked him. I was ignoring him forever, but anyway, the guy in the last video, Jake, I made that video because it was interesting to me how this is like my supposed fan, right? This is a guy who's like, I want to be friends, but he was like one of these, you know what I'm talking about? Those friends who are like, I want to be your friend, but let me change you like right away. No, you don't want to be my friend. You want to be a friend of someone you think I could be. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, but I mean, telling me right away, oh, don't trust white people, and you live in a bubble, you're surrounded by losers. Like, what are you talking? You don't know anything about my life. I'm not surrounded by losers. These days, I hardly ever hang out with foreigners at all. So there you go, white or black or I did see Andre the other day, but I wouldn't call him a loser. Or Hispanics, I don't hang out with anybody. These days, just me and the kid and the wife. I come home, my wife greets me at the door with her shirt up because she's getting ready to feed the baby, and that's my life. He gets all the good stuff. Anyway, I like making these videos. I like talking to you guys. I like interacting with you guys. But don't tell me how to run my channel. All right? Don't. You have to remember, I'm 47 years old. I've been around. I've done a lot in my life. I don't need these condescending or inadvertently condescending, like, let me give you some good advice. You know, you can destroy a child's word. One mean word can destroy a child's dream. I don't know why someone sent me that. Like, what do you think I'm like yelling at my kid? Why do people tell me that? About feeding the troll. I'll do whatever the hell I want. Okay, enough of that. More ranting. I'm getting off track. I gotta go to sleep. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching. I do have quite a few edited videos coming out soon on the gimmeabreakman channel and on this channel too, but this week's been tough. I've been sick. I've been busy. And the kid's been a little difficult this week, but you know, he's getting better. He's great. He's really great. I really enjoy. It was good. I think we're going to keep him. That's what I'm saying. That's it. He's not for sale. I'm gonna take him off eBay. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.